Hey everybody, this is online live lessons, and my name is Evan's Easy Japanese. We're gonna Evan G. Rogers it out. I'm just screwing around. All right, we are doing lesson 5 vocabulary. We already went over it in the last one, but now we're gonna do flashcards and see how well our students studied. Which one of them is telling me not much, and the other one is saying it was a little bit tricky, and that's okay. These are actually lessons, so I do
I
not.
said not at all.
John said that he is a master of Japanese and all things
Sure.
exciting. You can join in these lessons, $5 a month. You get 3 lessons per week if something doesn't go wrong, which it does. So sorry, that just happens. Life happens, but $5 a month, even if stuff happens half the time, is pretty good in my opinion. That being said, comment, like, subscribe, all that's good. Share, tell everyone about it, so YouTube will keep suggesting me to people who are trying to learn Japanese, or don't. We're going to be doing flashcards today. If they get it wrong, don't make fun of them. Not that anybody has yet. I think the only comments I get on these are nothing at all. Oh, usually I get people telling me that I should go check out their rather naughty places on the internet. They're like, hey, you want to go check out this horrible thing? And I'm like, no, and I need to delete that off of my comment section right away. All right, that being said, let's get started. Here we go. You guys ready?
Yes.
All right, I'm
Yes.
gonna hit the shuffle button, and it didn't even change that time. There we go. Kayla, let's start with you. What does that one say? How do you read that?
Totemo.
Exactly, Totomo. John, do you have any idea what Totomo might mean?
No, I didn't look at them once. I'm telling you right now.
That's okay. That's all right. That's all right. Way down in Totomo. Do you know what that means? Totomo means, Kayla?
Very.
Yeah, very, and it's used with positives. Why didn't it flip when I hit the up button? Usually, yeah, okay, there we go. I had to actually click on it once. Okay, great. Very usually used with positives. I think there's some slang where, they switch the positives and the negatives. John, I bet you can read that.
Shizuka.
Yeah, Shizuka. Notice how in English we like
Shizuka.
to... Well, it's... You did that almost perfectly. The not Japanese well, but perfectly in the mistake. English speakers, we like to put the emphasis on the second syllable, so that's why he says Shizuka, or this is just more of a Shizuka. I think it's actually higher on the shi sound. Kayla,
Shizuka.
do you know what Shizuka means?
This was a new word for me. Was this the one that's like quiet or calm or something?
Quiet, okay. Calm, peaceful, all those good things. Yeah, good call. All right, Kayla, how do you read this one?
Janaides.
Yeah, exactly, Janaides. And this is... So a lot of people will be wondering why I'm putting the spaces where I'm putting them.
Janaides.
Oh my gosh, it's reading to me. Okay. Everyone on YouTube heard that, but I don't think you guys did. So that's good for you.
No.
Des is a word. Nai is its own word. And ja is a slurring of 2 particles. So it's arguably 3 words, but really it's 2 words. But it has 1 word's meaning. John, what does Janaides mean?
Not happening.
Kayla, can you bail out your husband?
Like, is not?
Yeah, exactly. This is the negative of des, Janaides. And there's going to be 4 of those, by the way. This is the first of 4. Notice
I
again,
remembered that, but that was like the same thing 4 different times.
Exactly. Kayla, what were we saying?
I think he was confused because you said it's a 1 word meaning, but really it's 2 is not.
Very confusing. I apologize. Janaides. Something is not, and it's interesting to point this out. Des is being used to negate des. So we have an issue of what des means. At the very least, this is marking it as polite.
Janaides.
Sorry, whenever I highlight it, it reads it, and its pronunciation is Janaides, and it's hilarious to hear. All right. I think it's John's turn to read.
Armisen.
Yeah, Jarimasen. Kayla, I bet you know what this one means.
Is it?
Exactly, is not. It looks almost identical to this one, and by identical, it looks completely different. But let's talk about this real quick. See this des? What did we say des does to a sentence at the end?
It's polite.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. It marks a politeness. And then what does mas do to the end of a verb?
Polite.
Yeah, exactly. It marks as polite. So we see this polite marker. We see the polite marker, and we're familiar with masen being a negative, and we see the same ja. So ja, polite marker, and we see ja, negative polite marker, right? So hopefully that'll help you figure that one out in the future. Jarimasen is not. It also means that something is not something else, and we're being polite about it. It's a negative of des. Okay? Okay, Evan, that sounds good. Okay, great. Thank you. I think.
Oh, you cut out. I didn't hear like the last couple words there. Sorry.
So what I was saying was, did you guys have any questions? Okay, we're all good?
Oh, no.
I don't know what the last thing you heard, so. Anyway, let's move on. Kayla, I think it's your turn to read this one.
You may.
You may. Hey, you may answer this. What does it mean, John?
Is not.
No.
I know 4 of them is. I know that's not. I know that.
I know. I'm sure you do. I know that was a good joke. Kayla, can you bail out your husband? He's sinking.
So famous? College.
Famous, exactly.
Famous?
She went to a famous college, a well-known college. Yes, exactly. It's famous, well-known. Good job. Some of you out there might be thinking that this means dream. That would just be you meh. So in case you were if you're out there in YouTube, Sylvania, and you saw that you thought it meant dream, that would just be you meh. All right, next one up. John, you get to read this one.
Dewa arimasu.
Exactly. And notice how it's written in wa in the Romaji, but up here it's a ha. That's because that's the ha-wa particle, the wa-ha particle, however you want to pronounce it.
It's not.
It's not. We'll let John have that one. Is not. It's a negative of des. Next one up. John, how do you read that one?
Suki.
Yeah, it's actually just, you cut out that you, really. It's ski. Ski, yeah, exactly. Kayla, do you like to go skiing?
No.
Well, what does ski mean?
Like.
Exactly. So you don't like to go ski? That was a dumb joke. Hopefully that'll help John out in the future. By the way, we don't have to go into it, but just so you're aware, like to go ski doesn't use ski in Japanese. If you want to say, I like going skiing, you don't really use ski. All right, anyway, John, how do you pronounce that?
Jozu.
Jozu. Do you have any idea what it might mean?
Nope.
Well, I'll give you a hint. The first kanji is up, and the second kanji is hand. Does that ring any bells?
That's right. Advantage or something like that. Upper hand.
It means, Kayla?
Good.
It does mean good, but be a little bit more specific.
Better.
Good at something. Skilled at something.
Oh.
See, but upper hand, you did the thing last lesson when you said upper hand. So.
It kind of means similar.
Yeah, I was trying to get you guys to remember
college lady.
Are you guys big Simpsons fans?
I've seen it.
So.
Okay, there's a scene where Homer's about to deliver his own child. He gets there just in time to be there with the child. He's like, oh, we're going to deliver this baby. And then the doctor's like, you should let me do this. Oh, a college boy, eh? And for some reason, John's persistent attack of you're going to college is reminding me of that. All right.
Okay, so real quick, John could go to college, but he wants me to get him enrolled, and I can't. Like, he has to physically go in and redo his ID card and stuff, and I can't do that.
What do you want to study in college?
I don't.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. Unless you have a specific reason to go to college and it's gonna definitely make you a lot of money, college is very overpriced right now. Honestly, the best thing you can do is learn how to be a plumber. Those guys make bank.
Well, that's what John did before the sport.
4 years of...
Sorry, what was that? You used to be a plumber?
I am a licensed plumber.
Oh, really? Yeah, I am
a licensed plumber. I did 4 years of trade school, so I did just as much schooling as anyone in college.
I have nothing but respect for people who go to trade school. Like, you don't learn all the crazy stuff they teach in college, and then you actually have a skill that saves a lot of money, and also, like, you're hireable almost anywhere. Kayla, could you read that real quick?
Dewa Naides.
Exactly. Notice how we have another dewa and a des. John, I bet you don't know what that means.
Is not.
Exactly. I was wrong. You did know what it was. All right, next one. John, how do you read this one?
Oh, Kire?
Kide. Kayla, what does it mean?
Yeah.
John is
Oh.
not.
This is beautiful.
Kide,
Skinny.
pretty clean. No, we haven't learned skinny. Pretty or clean. It can mean beautiful. I don't like the translation of beautiful. Actually, when I was making these cards, it suggested the translation of beautiful. I don't like that because there's another word, utsukushi. But anyway, kire, pretty. And it could also mean clean. Not the verb clean, but like the kitchen is clean. All right, great. John, what's that?
San.
I think you actually know what that means, so I'm going to let you try to answer it.
Mr., Mrs.
Yeah, Mr. and
Respect.
Mrs. Exactly. Or Ms. for all you feminists out there. All right. Kayla, what does that one say?
Kirai.
Exactly. So be careful. There's kide and there's also kirai. John, do you know what kirai means? It's the opposite of skiing. Ski.
Bad.
I don't want
know. Bad.
to. Ski means you like something. Kayla, what does kirai mean?
Like dislike.
Yeah, dislike, hate, not like, feeling, having. It's interesting because I don't like that. Like if you say I don't like chicken, you're actually the subject of the sentence is chicken, and you're describing chicken as kirai. It's actually an adjective. Remember, these are adjectives. You're literally describing the chicken as me no likey. So we don't have an equivalent grammatical to it. So everyone translates to a verb, but really it's something that translates to me no likey, not like, feeling, having. I don't really know how to describe it. Just remember, these are adjectives. Okay, everybody out there in YouTube, Sylvania. All right, John, what's it say?
Mina.
Mina. Kayla, remember what Mina means? Mina-san. Hi, Mina-san.
Everyone.
Exactly. I bet you remember that from college.
No, I have that book, Mina no Nihongo.
Okay. I would imagine your teacher would have used this frequently in college. But anyway, everyone, yes, exactly.
Yeah, she did. She always was like, Mina-san. Yeah.
Hi,
She always
Mina-san.
said that.
Yeah, great. All right. John, I think it's your turn. I forget.
Taisetsu.
Taisetsu. This is the big cut. Kaylee, do you remember what the big cut is?
Big cut.
Those are the kanjis
No.
are big and cut. It has nothing to do with the meaning. I'm just trying to associate some weirdness to this word so it's easier to remember.
Yeah, I couldn't. I can't remember this one.
Yeah,
I
it's
studied
totally
it too,
fine.
but I could never remember.
This means importante. Important for some.
Oh,
I guess.
That means important.
Yeah, the big cut is important, I guess. All right, next one. Kayla, can you read this one, please? Yonde kudasaimasen ka?
Boku.
Boku. Hey, guys, did you ever hear about that movie that I watched? I want to talk about it 9 more hours. John, what might it mean?
Well, that is the more feminine way to say it.
This is
whatever
not
it is.
the more feminine way to say it. This is a slightly more
That is
masculine
more
way of saying
masculine.
watashi. Exactly. Me
Yeah.
or I.
That's what I said.
Jokingly said rank 2 masculine, if that's a thing, because watashi, there's actually even more feminine ways of saying watashi, but anyway, I'm just jokingly calling it rank 2 masculine. It's a step up from watashi in masculinity. When I was in Gunma, the kids made fun of me for saying watashi. They assumed I was gay, so they were snickering behind my back. All right, John, what's it say?
Amari.
Amari. There's Anmari. There's Amari. Amari Cooper is Kayla.
Man, I don't remember.
She does know sports.
You're not very good at remembering, huh?
So not very.
You're Anmari jozu dewanai at remembering. All right, great. Yeah, not very, not very. Usually used with negatives. Notice how it does mean very, but it's with negatives. But Evan, I see it with positives sometimes. Yeah, you probably do, so have I. But it's usually, that's why we use this exciting adverb, used with negatives. Oh my goodness, John, what does that say?
Heta.
Heta. Now, the kanji would be down and hand. Kayla, what might it mean if you have the down hand?
Bad.
Yeah, bad at something, unskilled at something, not good at something. For example, someone might be unskilled at taking criticism. I was hoping that would get a laugh. All right. Kayla, how do you read this one?
Daijobu.
Daijobu. Daijobu. Oh, this is the big jobu. John, what's a big jobu?
I have no idea.
It's fine. It's all right. Don't worry about it. It's okay. The big jobu, it's all good. Daijobu. Okay?
Yep.
So imagine you just got punched in the gut and somebody's like, Daijobu desu ka? You're like, no, somebody just punched me in the gut, you jerk. All right, John, how do you read that one?
Yep.
So this is one way of saying no. However, this, I'm not putting the kanjis in here because I don't know, this is still a very early level, so I'm leaving the kanjis out. Yeah means as an adjective, Kayla, what might it mean?
I remember this from John calling me this last. It's like annoying, or it's like
Annoying,
annoying, bothersome, troublesome. It can also, to some extent, be like I don't like it to an extent. Like if a little kid picks up a little boy picks up a bug and shoves it in front of a girl's face, he'd be like, yeah, that kimoi, and stuff like that. So it could also mean something like that. It means it means something along the lines of me no likey. All right, last but not least, Kayla, could you read this one? Imas. John, do you remember what the one single verb that we learned was?
Nope.
This is it's Kayla. Maybe you know.
I can't remember what I don't remember
okay.
how to explain it.
Oh, okay. Well,
but you went to college.
How about that's the joke of the day. How about this? What verb is it associated with? What is it? What verb is it close to? Maybe you can fill that one out.
What?
Look.
Imas is very close in meaning to arimas. However, arimas.
Oh yeah, like it's because so it's like arimas is like to like exist.
There
right?
is.
Exactly. And imas is also to exist, but what's the difference between them? Anybody know? There is something here. There is somebody there. One of them is used for things that cannot move on their own accord. One of them is used for things that can move of their own volition. Volition is a fancy way of saying on their own. So they can move on their own. They can move on their own. Things that can move on their own. When you want to say there is like a person at the front door, you will be using imas or some version of it. Okay.
Before we started learning with you, I never knew how to explain arimas either. So it's
good.
Okay.
Okay.
Just remember. So it's good to know how to explain.
a lot of people that I talk to, even Japanese people, they'll tell you the difference between arimas and imas is if something's alive or not. And that's generally a good translation until you remember that fungus is alive, mold is alive, trees are alive. And then you have this issue where trees are arimas. But if you're watching Lord of the Rings, and then the treants is taking the little hobbitsies to go to their meeting or whatever, because I'm a nerd, then those trees would suddenly become imas because they're moving of their own accord. Everyone's like,
I don't know why you gotta throw the nerd thing in there if you like Lord of the Rings. All right.
Do you like Lord of the Rings?
I've read them.
Like
I've watched
Legolas.
them.
Oh, I gotta. He's so dreamy. I remember I read Hobbit, and then I was like, "Oh, the Hobbit was pretty good. I'll try reading Lord of the Rings." And I wanted to just gouge my eyes out as he went for like 10 pages describing the grass they walked through, and I was like, "Somebody just shoot me in the face!" Oh my god! And I couldn't read a paragraph without falling asleep. Anyway,
Wow.
I'll stop talking about my horrible reading skills.
Yeah.
See you guys on Friday.
We'll be here.
Sounds good.
Peace out. See you guys. Have a good day.
Bye.
甘いお芋が焼けてるよ石焼きも
If you enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you like, subscribe, and share this video to everybody you know and yell at them repeatedly until they subscribe as well. If you would like to support me even more, head on over to patreon.com where for just $1 a month, 3 cents a day, that's it, it's darn near free, you can help me financially keep these videos coming. And as a reward for your Patreon donations, you get access to all of the miscellaneous things that I produce to help out my own students who I teach in person, and also just things that I make for myself. And if you want a little bit more bang for your buck, head on over to Teespring, where you can get lots of fun clothing, mugs, stickers, cell phone cases, all that I've designed. More designs to come. I hope you have yourself a happy dappy day. Peace out.